Hello from Farland. I'm starting my caravan park, and the first thing I wanted to do, since I want to include a camping coach, is to see what it would take to run a little siding off this bigger siding loop. So I printed out some templates of picot points and decided a curve point might work quite well. And I can cut into the existing track, and it seems to be curved pretty closely to the inside part of the curve point, so I've ordered one. Then I've gone ahead and laid the track in, and this is a stand-in for the camping coach. It's an old teak. I don't really use it for anything. Keeps wanting to come off. Anyway, so the camping coach will be parked right down in this area is my plan. There's a one-way tunnel here and a one-way tunnel over here, so I'm going to devise the road to come out into the caravan park, which will be this area. Then I want to build steps and a walkway. This probably won't come this far. Steps and a walkway to get through here. I'll build a raised walk and a brick wall so that people don't have to worry about getting hit by debris from the trains going through, since that's the main line. And they will have access over to my beach. That's the plan. So first thing I started to do, I'm going to move you. So I'm over here at my work table now, and what I've been doing is I've been gluing hitches on, and also gluing the names of things on there so that I can, that right side up? Yeah. So that I know what they are. You guys probably know what they are by looking at them, but I don't. So I've tried to glue the names on the bottom of all my vehicles so that I know. If somebody talks about one, I can figure out what it is. I've also glued the little hitches on. That's not a very good one. Here's a better one. I put the names on the bottom of the caravans too, at least the ones that had unusual names, like Chipperfield. The glue I use to do that is E6000. It says it's a USA product. I think it may be silicone based, but it's a wonderful glue because later if you decide you don't want that particular piece glued to the other, you can peel it off and rub the glue off both pieces. So I've used that to, for instance, glue my crews into my locos, because sometimes you get them in there and they're kind of leaning the wrong way or something. You don't like it, so you want to take it out and do it again, and it's quite easy to do it actually. You just rip the piece out and it doesn't take the finish off, or usually doesn't take the finish off, and you can rub off the old glue and put some new glue on, put it back like it was the first time. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and clear the area where the caravan park is going, and when I get that done, you don't want to watch that, so when I get that done, I'll put the camera back on and we'll do some planning as to how I'm going to lay out the caravan park, where the road's going to be, and make sure there's room for the camping coach and its stairs. I don't have the camping coach yet. I wish I did. It would be a lot better if I did, then I'd know what I was up against, but got to do the best you can. See you after a while. I scraped off as much of the old grass as I could. There was glue from the track. There was all kinds of stuff on there. I scraped it off as best as I could, and I discovered that two of the plywood boards, one had sort of risen slightly above the other, about 1/16 of an inch. So I took my chisel and I chiseled it down so it was relatively flat. Then I put on a coat of wallboard mud. I'm waiting for that to dry. It's pink when it's wet, and then when it dries, it's white. In the meantime, I went out and got a couple of packs of these. But I noticed when I got it home that they're not the same color in the bag. You probably can't see that, but it's quite clear here. So I'm going to mix those together. This color here is the same. It's a very fine powder. I'll use that to create tracks and weather it a little bit. But the base gravel is slightly different colors. It looks like N-gauge or a little finer than, a step finer than N-gauge fine ballast. So I'm going to do that, and that'll be all I get done today. So tomorrow I'll start laying it out and try to figure out where the road's going to be and how it's going to work.